Hey, how's it going out there? This is Two Birds, One Show. I'm Deer. That's my buddy Ricky.
Yo,
Normally, we are on the BGSE network, but they're having a little bit of issues posting stuff up to the YouTube.
so
they're
let's be honest. What it is, I guess he posted that Vince Young got knocked the fuck out or something. What, at a
yeah,
bar or a nightclub or something? If anybody doesn't
yeah,
know, Vince Young's a former NFL player, big time college player at University of Texas. Actually, used to play for the Eagles at one point. He was the nitwit that jinxed him in 2011 with his dream team comment. That's why we say don't do shit like that.
yeah.
So I never want to see anybody get hurt. But I mean, all right. So that's Vince Young. That's what got posted.
So yeah, he's got to work out a few things, but we'll be back on there shortly. I hope.
That's all right. We're doing an old school style, Dieter. This is how it all started. Just like this back in the day. Just two Philly/Jersey guys just talking shit. It's about sports and beer.
If you're new to the show, we talk about Philly sports and craft beer. We'll dive into our first beer, talk a little bit of sports, then the second beer, and then some more sports. So let's get to it, I guess. What are you drinking tonight there, Ricky?
So tonight, shocker, I'm having a treehouse. It is their Doppel Mango.
Doppel Mango? Nice.
Yeah, so it's their doppelganger, aged, I believe, on like mango puree. Sorry, the lighting out here is not great, so it's hard for me to read this small print. Yeah, I think it's it's aged on mango puree. It's the doppelganger, one of their original core beers. So
Nice.
let's give it a shot. It's a little not as
Oh, wow.
opaque as usually.
Right. Big orange color to it.
Yeah. It's got a nice nose.
Mhm.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of mango as it is. The flavor of mango, I love it in almost any IPA I get. Any kind of mango, I'm all for it. That is fucking fantastic. I know they do, but age a lot of your originals on some puree and kind of, and I know Treehouse is very creative and always changing. So, but that's really good.
Right. And even the doppelganger alone is phenomenal. That's a great beer, man.
And this hangs out about 8.6. So this is no joke.
Ooh, that's nice, man. Yeah, that's a good wheelhouse there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the wheelhouse, boy.
I'm going old school here. It's fitting with the show, of old school.
That's a good point.
Neshaminy Creek. Man, I haven't had a Neshaminy Creek in ages. Shapes of haze to come, man. Nice. Wow, breaking it down, man. Yep, nice little 8.8. Not bad, not bad. Nice little.
That's no joke.
So, yeah, nice color. Yeah, nice. Full body, nice head.
Lacing.
Yeah. That's good, man. That's really good. Sweetness to it, a little bit of mango or papaya taste to it. That's all right, man.
Now, what do you? I mean, I don't know if they put on there. What do you think they're probably hitting at with maybe some like the usual cast characters like Citra and Galaxy and
probably Citra and Mosaic. The two combo you can never go wrong with. They're not ones to really tell you what their ingredients are. I don't think they've ever been like that.
All right.
But this is their original beer was what's it?
Shape of Hopsicum.
Shape of Hopsicum, right? And now this is haze. They're going more to that. Probably like New Zealand style kind of hops or somewhere around that. It's really good. It's good for a PA beer. The brewery is really excellent too. If you ever get a chance to go up to Neshaminy, the stuff they have on tap is really good. They always do different variants and mix it up, whatever their regular beer, and they sometimes have like a pump cast. They'll do the pump and all. The brewery is really neat, and they have like movie nights. Sometimes they'll put up like old movies, and then they'll have like game system night. They'll do like Nintendo 64, Mario Kart, and all that crap. It's a real cool vibe of a brewery, man. They're really laid back.
I agree. I'm a huge fan of that brewery. Been there many, many times. I actually used to go there a lot with my father-in-law, as he used to live near there. Always had a great time there. I remember we used to just be huge. I still am huge. I remember we used to drink like Good Problem to Have, and Shape of Hops to Come. I mean, there was a bunch of their stuff we were drinking regularly back in the day.
Yeah.
And I'm still a big fan of Chamonix Creek Brewing. And shout out to a couple of my buddies that work there, Rob and Kyle, two of the coolest dudes in the beer biz. So shout out to them too.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point that we were sitting in line like every week to get the beers that they release.
Yeah, they were really hot for a while. It
was good, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, we ventured out. We made different ways to different other breweries. So, but it's a really cool place. I've always liked it there.
I agree. It's fucking dope joint. Very punk vibe too. Like, you know what I mean? Kind of punk music type vibe.
Well, I have all that like graffiti art too on the walls and stuff like that. Pretty cool.
It's really cool. I got a dope T-shirt that I got from them. Actually, I think my father-in-law might have got it for me for a birthday a couple years ago, and it's all black and then just says Shape across it. You know what I mean? So for Shape, it's such a dope T-shirt. I got amongst my 8 million beer T-shirts. I'm going to try and find it for one of the following shows. By the way,
I just start throwing shirts out, man. I'm getting so many of them, man.
No, I donated a bunch of them.
Some are getting pretty old now too. You know what I mean? We got the beer game pretty early, man, compared to like most people.
Yeah, no, I agree, DeeTer, man. We've been we're kind of some of the OGs in this now. I mean, if you really think about it, we've been doing a lot of fun times, a lot of great beers. That's what's great about beer. You talk about it, you talk over it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I always get a comment when I wear my Hill Farmstead shirt. Nice. And like people are like, "Where'd you get that at?" I was like, "Well, Vermont."
So I'm actually going to be in Vermont next week. Do you think that's a trip I should? Is it way off the beaten path? I hear it's kind of
no. It's like 30 minutes off. Yeah, if you can get up there,
it's not like up in the woods and shit. Like there's roads to it and all.
It's just wrapping around one mountain, dude. It's like one drive all the way up. You're not going to get lost.
All right. Yeah. I just didn't know because like I'm gonna have all of us in the car and whatever. All right, thanks for the info. Also, I'm definitely hitting the Alchemist.
Beautiful, dude. It's beautiful. Once
I can't wait to check it out.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to hit the Alchemist. That's on the list. And Von Trapp. I'm going to check out. I don't know if you saw Freak Folk. Remember that name? Remember I was talking about Brujos recently? Remember back when I used to talk about the Bidens? Keep an eye on Freak Folk. They're going to be one of the next big ones in the Treehouse / Monkish / Brujos IPA game. I've had a few other things. They're fantastic. You can already tell. So I'm going to try and hit there. And then probably a couple like Zero Gravity or a couple other ones.
If you like barbecue, Lost Nation, dude. Lost Nation barbecue,
Is that
good.
Burlington or Stowe?
It's about like 20 minutes, 25 minutes away from the Alchemist. It's a little bit of a drive, but it's not that far, and it's all open road there. You know what I mean?
There's a really good bar there called like Prohibition Pig or something. That's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, that's good, and they have a lot of different beers on that area on tap, and the food there is good too. But Lost Nation, they have like all these picnic benches set up, and they have this big outdoor barbecue pit. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. Because they do the Lost Nation goes. They do the Mosaic IPA, Galaxy IPA. Not like over the top, great beer, but really good, and it's so cool. It's a cool vibe. You sit there, eat like a pulled pork sandwich, and
listen, I'll get down with barbecue all day, any day, anywhere we go. Just either give me good barbecue or good Mexican. I'm in.
They had like coleslaw and like pickled vegetables. Oh man, it was so fucking good, dude.
Well, dude, I gotta have a good slaw on top of my pulled pork to kind of give you contrast. A little bit of the acid from the slaw mixed with some of the sweetness of the barbecue. So I mean, and then the crunch of the slaw to go with the softness of the pulled pork. Yeah, I mean,
just sitting there, and they're like, "Yeah, do you want any beers to go?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'll take a 4-pack of this or a 4-pack of that." They bring it right to your table. It's great service and great food, man. You can't beat it.
I'm going to try to mail some shit back. We'll see. I don't know, but I'm going to try.
Are you driving up there or are you flying?
No, we're flying because
okay.
Yeah. So, and actually, they just got like 18 inches of snow. And it's supposed to snow again next week. So I hope, we're going to see that, total eclipse of the sun there. That's the best place in the country to see it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there's an event or something like that, because they always do like car shows. There's a lot of car shows up there, antiques and stuff like that. It's a beautiful area, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got a bunch of stuff planned, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Going to be my first time there. First time for the fam. So actually family vacation.
How many days are you going?
I think like five or six.
5? Oh, yeah. Wow, dude. Wow, yeah. Man, that's awesome.
No, we're making a whole, long weekend of it. You know what I mean? Just kind of go around. I know we're going to try and hit like the Ben and Jerry's headquarters.
Yeah, I was going to say that Ben and Jerry's there too, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids will love that.
Oh shit. Yeah. I mean, listen. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And I'm going to definitely try and get to Hill Farmstead. We'll see if it matches the itinerary, but I'd like to, because their beers are fucking phenomenal.
Right. If you don't, go to Prohibition Pig. They'll have it on tap there, some of their stuff. And I think there's a brewery or a little bar called Grassroots or something like that. That's pretty good. They have like a lot of local beers on tap there too. Nice. Because we were there and we were drinking Focal Banger.
Oh yeah.
And
I'll be picking some of that up.
Yeah. Well, it was funny at the time, it was still like, real hard to get and everything.
Yeah.
And the guy that was working at the bar there was from like Kingsway area. He played football. Yeah, he played football around the same time we played football and all. Nice. And we were talking, and it just so happened he was from the Jersey area. And he moved up there to live with his aunt or something like that. And then he's like, "Well, you guys want these Focal Bangers? I'll get them." Like, yeah, man. He brings us out 2 Focal Bangers, and he pops them right there. I'm like, "Oh man, we want to take them to go." He's like, "Nah, man, I can't do that. As good as you guys are from South Jersey, I can't let you leave the bar without opening them." I was like, "All right, man, that's all right, man."
And you know what's great about that is would you have fucking believed that day if you'd have said, "Hey, flash forward a few years, you'll be able to buy this beer pretty much as much as you want right around the corner from your house." Like Bobcat, you could walk there,
Bobcat,
dude.
Right, man. Yeah.
Can you believe? I mean, what?
Yeah.
Some of these beers, it's like I never thought I'd see the day where I'm buying them at local liquor stores.
Yeah, it was me and Ed took a drive up there from Vermont. We had a good time, and it was a real cool story because he said his sister still lived in Jersey, South Jersey, and like was running a vineyard or something like that, like winery. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, we had a good time talking to the guy, man. Big dude.
Nice.
Yeah,
you remember his name? We'll give him a shout out.
Nah, not a clue, dude.
That was 6 years ago. I don't even remember. From 6 years
I don't remember shit. Yeah, right, man. I barely remember that conversation.
From 2 years ago.
I do remember him popping the cans. He's like, "I can't let Elias leave without tricking him here." I was like,
"Let me ask you this," and this is a fun debate. Do you like Focal better than Heady, or Heady better than Focal?
I like Focal. I'm
a Heady topper guy. I like Focal's good, and don't get me wrong, they're close, but yeah, but that's a great debate because I'll post that in Craft Beer Fanatics, and I'll bet we'll get you get 40 answers, and you'll probably get 20 on each side. All
right. Looks like my buddy joined, so let's see if we could get him on, see how he's doing.
Caller, long-time listener, great to be on.
Hey, what's up, Justin? How's it going, buddy?
Oh, living the dream, sir, and yourself?
Oh, awesome, man. I'm glad you came on, dude.
Well, I'm going to say, before we get started, I want to say that I remember Matt DeeTer, and for some reason, to me, it's always DeeTer. Why did we call you that?
My last name.
No, Turk is your last name.
DeeTer is my last name. Yeah.
No. The Turk.
Yeah. No, everybody called me Turk, but that's what D stands for. D is the Turk. So.
The Turk, and that's because your presence and your smile was beautiful, and we loved you. It was the Turk. Even
okay,
though it may have been the Turk, it is the Turk. Anyway, go on. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh man,
what were we talking about?
He's going to take a trip up to Vermont, so we were talking about a few different Vermont breweries and beers and such.
You northeastern people, you don't know about beers.
Oh yeah, what you got going on?
To be honest with you, we're just now starting to do well with our micros. Coop and Marshalls are starting to become national. They're doing great. Some good DNRs, some good IPAs.
What state are you in?
Oklahoma.
Okay. My buddy just brought home some Prairie Artisan out for me the other day. He just got home from Oklahoma.
Prairie is another.
Prairie's huge.
What they're doing with sours, I'm not a huge fan. A little too sweet for me, a little too sour for me. But some of them, they had a rainbow ale or rainbow sherbet ale that I thought was amazing. It was a sour. I thought they did a great job with. If I was in my 20s, I would be tearing it down.
And they're big time on making great stouts too, right? They do like that birthday bomb and stuff like that.
Yo, the birthday bomb is fantastic. Just that that makes me kind of happy. That's
they're impressive. Big in this area. Yeah, they distribute out here.
That's fantastic. I got lucky to spend some time out there in West Virginia and Pennsylvania, and I got a chance to hit a couple some distilleries that I'm a whiskey guy and moonshine and vodka, but there was one in particular. If you guys get a chance, it's called Hatfield and McCoy. Probably one of the best bourbons I ever tasted, and I've spent way too much money on bourbon. And this wasn't even that expensive. Still to date, the best bourbon I've ever.
What's it called? Hatfield and McCoy's.
Hatfield and McCoy's out of West Virginia. Yeah,
all right.
West Virginia. Wow.
And then there was a Western Appellation as well that I thought was pretty fantastic. But Oklahoma's a little late to a lot of stuff. We just got our Yuengling last year.
Oh wow!
But I will tell you this.
Right. Because Yuengling just got out to Texas. Not too long
Texas,
ago. Yeah.
Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri.
That's something.
Yeah, they pushed it out. And the crazy thing is that, I pipelined for a long time. I was a surveyor. And every time I went to the East Coast, I look forward, to having Yuengling because it's just a regular beer, but it actually tastes like beer. It's not a Bud, a Busch, Coors, a Miller, any of that stuff. And so, my girlfriend, who's now my fiance, who will be my wife in October, she's also.
Congratulations!
Oh, thank you very much. She's also a beer drinker, and so we kind of celebrated each of the bars that got them at each time because they came at different times, and we're regulars at certain different bars. So they had specials every time, and we got shirts and koozies and Pilsner glasses and things of that nature, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
now, do you guys get a Shiner Bach? Does that come up from Texas?
Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah. No. Shiner's been around for a while.
Yeah.
And like I said, our microbreweries are starting to become big. Marshall, Coop, Prairie Dog. So I'm not. So if you get a chance. Marshall has an IPA called F5. It's an all-day IPA. It's a light, but it's still High Point. But it's light, and so that's what they call all-day IPA.
Session IPA, all-day IPA, something like that.
Yeah,
right. And then there's a DNR, Do Not Resuscitate, which is close to a 10 point.
Oh wow!
That they do. Which is fantastic as well.
Yeah.
So and I've been all the way up to Northern Illinois on the pipeline, and I've seen it there. So they're moving. It's good. Oklahoma's starting to pick up with that stuff.
Do you get do you get any of the Midwest Hop Butcher for the World or breweries like that? Do you get any of them out there, or Android Theory or any of them?
I may not recognize them by name, but where are they from?
So I think Hop Butcher's from St. Louis, right, DeeTer? And then I think Android Theory might be from Illinois or Indiana too. I know it's Midwest. I didn't know if they cover all y'all out there, when they do Midwest. I know out here on the East Coast, a lot of times anything for the most part that's East, we're going to see it at some point.
New York, Delaware,
all the way.
What did he call you?
DeeTer.
DeeTer. All right.
Now, so that goes back even further because I've known DeeTer since we were 6-7 years old.
Yeah.
And it's always been DeeTer because you add the two names, and it just is a quick. I don't know. It's actually, I think, did Warren come up with that?
Harper, our good friend Harper.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, there, DeeTer?
I'm fine with it, dude. I grew up with it. You know what I mean? I was in high school, and everybody would call me DeeTer and everything like that. But it is funny because, like, when I was in the Navy, everybody called me Turk. You know what I mean? Going through the hangar bay, everybody call out Turk. You know what I mean? But
Chris and Jake and I did Turk. I don't know, but DeeTer, I think DeeTer is now your name to me. And I have to say that the beard is glorious, by the way.
Thank you. It's very luscious.
How often do you go to the salon to get that shampooed, conditioned, trimmed?
Dude,
do you get your nails done when you get that done? Or
dude, it's such a relief not having to shave at all, man. I couldn't stand it. My beard would grow out just instantly. You know what I mean? Like now,
it was the same with me. I started growing my beard at 12, and they're like, "You can't shave, or you have to shave." And I'm like, "I have to shave every 12 seconds."
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I tried like dyeing the beard, but it grows so fast that like this part is all dark, and then the other like the gray line. I'm like, nah, I'm not dyeing it. I'm done with that.
Don't do it. It's fucking glorious. The chicks dig it.
Thank you. Yep.
All right. So I haven't got a chance to. What's the gentleman that we're on with? What's his name?
Rick. Yeah.
Rick.
Yeah.
I'm Justin. Most people call me Blue It. Like I fucked up.
What's going on, dude?
Blue It. That's my last name. Which is already funny. But when you're in boot camp in the Navy, you're Seaman Blue It. And they said that was the best name to go through there.
God bless you, kid.
Yeah. I'm already 5'5", so I had a chip on my shoulder and had to fight people anyway.
Me and him had a lot of fun in Japan, man. We fucking went everywhere.
I bet.
A lot of good times.
We went around and had some good times. So no, I don't think by name I know any of those, but Oklahoma is no stranger to letting in good beer. Oklahoma. I lived in Los Angeles, Chicago. I've had the pleasure. I've actually had a mailing address in 6 different countries and in 17 different states.
Nice.
And Oklahoma is not. They're not assholes when it comes to if it's a good beer, we're gonna fucking drink it. We drink and we drink well. So I probably know it by the brewery's name and not so much by the actual beer's name.
Gotcha. That's cool.
Now, are you in Tulsa? Are you close to Tulsa?
Broken Arrow. It's a suburb, you know.
Okay.
But I mean, literally, I could hopscotch across the street and be in Tulsa.
Well, also, thanks for your service. Are you still serving now? Do you why you keep moving?
In fact, I think I left before DeeTer did.
Broke my heart to see you go, buddy. I was so upset. It's like, oh man.
I needed to. There was no doubt about it.
Yeah.
After that, I started. I did my graduate work, working with children with autism.
Nice. God bless.
I did that, and then I started land surveying, which I loved. I did that for the pipeline, solar panel farms, windmill farms. Now I kind of sold out. And I am a insurance agent.
I'm wrong. Hey, God bless, man. Hey, whatever pays the bills, I hear you, man.
Well, to be 100% honest with you, the only reason I'm not land surveying anymore, my mom got sick, and she passed away, and I 100% believe. Thank you very much. I 100% believe that that if I understood her Medicare insurance and what was covered and what wasn't covered, that maybe she would be around, but even if she wouldn't, she would have spent her last days at home and not in a skilled nursing facility. And so I'm trying to help seniors with that sort of thing, you know.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Very good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good cause, man.
So Matt,
definitely, and shout out to you, Mad Props. Also, I want to say, I know we always, when we go on our second beer, we let me know I'm going with a little local flavor. Yeah, that first year was so fucking good, dude. That thing drank like it. I'm lucky it lasted as long as it did. I probably let it sit there for 10 minutes empty. This is. Hey, listen.
All right.
This is Hemispheres from Tonewood.
That's a good one. Tonewood. Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about, that's our New Zealand hopped IPA. I'm thinking some Matueka going on there. It's fantastic, man. I'm hanging about 6.2%. It's a fucking banger.
Oh, nice color.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck with you guys horribly bad here because I'm dieting. I'm trying to get away from some of the carbs and stuff. Although what I'm drinking is high in sugar, it has no carbonation.
What are you drinking?
So
Twisted tea.
There it is. Remember the video last year? I love that video. Remember they were in the convenience store, that dude talking shit.
Fucking just.
I love that video.
My ex-wife, she's Asian, and so I have an Asian daughter, and my soon-to-be wife is black. So that video it was kind of fun for me. But the reason why I drink this is because when we would go in the morning to go fishing or go golfing, I didn't want to bloat myself up with carbonation.
Malt liquor.
I'm 44. You say malt liquor like it's bad, but I'll tell you I'll tell you what's bad. The bubbles in my belly are bad, and so we went with a non-carbonated drink.
Well, cheers. Yeah. Listen, I always say drink what you like, man, and I'm with you.
Man. I'll just have it. Happy having on the show.
Beverages are good on this show.
All right. So originally you wanted to talk about some football, right?
Oh yeah, I want to hear about
football. Can we first can we first talk about how upsettingly sad March Madness is this year? Except for North.
Right, great point, dude. Yeah. Dude, great fucking point.
Except for North Carolina State. Did you watch the game tonight?
No, I did not. But did you see North Carolina last night lose that fucking game to Bama? I was fucking beside myself.
We watch March Madness so we can watch upsets win.
Yeah.
We can watch
last second game winners.
Last second. None of that this year. None of that. North Carolina, the only non-1, 2, or 3 seed, still in the tournament. Number 11, they beat Marquette tonight. In great fashion.
Marquette's a damn good team.
Yeah, and they did it in great fashion. They did it. I mean, they looked good. Good defense, and
are you a Wolfpack guy?
No. I'm Big 12. Well,
okay. I just know that was like I like certain teams. I'd like to follow just because they're cool.
My uncle he got his doctorate at KU, and I got a chance to play with Jockler Friends in KU when they won the national champ. Yeah, no.
That's
when they
cool,
won the
man.
national championship.
Jacques Vaughn and all them cats.
Yeah.
So, I remember them Kansas teams.
Yeah. So I'm a Big 12 guy. And none of that happened this year, and I'm super upset at OU and Texas going to SEC. I mean, it bothers me, especially as a football fan. It bothers me tremendously. But I'll see how it goes. We got Houston. We got a couple of good teams coming into the Big 12.
Houston's scary, but it's a game you could win. I mean, they're a scary team, but it's a game you can win. Now I got Houston on my bracket going to the Final Four. But whoever fucking knows with this tourney, anything can happen. I saw Arizona lost last night. I was flipping back and forth on that game. I was shocked to see them lose.
Right now, I'm pulling for North Carolina State. Fucking let a number 11 win. I'll take it. I'll take it all day.
I'm a UConn fan. Listen.
I like UConn.
I love watching UConn basketball. But there's a few teams in there I'm rooting for. But UConn's defending champion. It's hard to go back to back anymore. And when's the last time that happened? Was it Duke Jordan in '94? I don't know, but it's hard to do. But I'm rooting for UConn, and 94? That Hurley kid's a good coach.
Christian Laettner. Was it Christian Laettner?
That was Duke. I think that was the last time it was back to back.
Villanova came close, right? But I think it was like a year.
Wasn't Villanova 2 and 3 years?
I think it was a year between or something like that.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute.
So, My second beer went with Kings Road Ample Vengeance.
Nice.
I've had it on here before. It's a great beer.
Big fan of Kings Road.
So
like I poured this like a few minutes ago, and this head is still like going nowhere, man. So
that is some dense shit.
So the next time I
but it's a beautiful beer, man.
I need to have my specialties. Is that what you guys are saying? I need to bring some
real
of my
quick.
Look at you guys trying to get advertisers.
Kings Road, real quick. Shout out to my boy Pat. He's my rep at Kings Road, one of the best in the biz. Kings Road's killing it these days.
It's a good Jersey brewery. Check it out.
Is there anything good out of Jersey? Honestly,
this is pretty good, man. Kings Road is really good, man. I really like their beer. I try to promote it as much as I can on my Instagram at breweriesinNewJersey.com.
Great page.
Yeah. Like it's hard. New Jersey, it's so weird. You can't have like food at the brewery, and you can only have like certain amount of events. It's really hard to sell beer. Okay.
This is a lot of fun.
Have fun. Don't worry about this.
Okay. So we're promoting. I'll know next time.
Well, I do.
Are we doing two? Are we doing 2 or 3?
We usually do about 2 beers, but sometimes we go into 3. Like we're probably going to go into 3 this time because we haven't even really gotten to sports so much with all the sports.
And these beers are fucking drinking good tonight, man. This fucking hemisphere is on point. I think my fucking marijuana's kicking in too.
I'm talking to Northeastern guys. They're fucking. They don't even know.
Oh man. Yeah, it's so strange. Like, in the Navy, there's not too many people from like the Philadelphia, New York area. So anybody like talks that northeastern, you can pick them out clear as day.
So okay, when I come on next time, I'll go ahead and pick a couple out that I would like you guys to try.
All right.
And I'll definitely try the ones that you guys have as well.
No, I don't know if you remember Brandon Davis that used to work at my shop. He's around Oklahoma, Tulsa. I
know Brandon Davis. In fact, I'm friends with him on Facebook.
He's a bigger guy, like in shape. He always works out.
Yeah. I'm friends with Brandon. All right,
well, he does armor. He does armor combat.
Right.
Like his team's called the Tulsa Tyrants, something like that.
Yeah.
So if you see them around, it's one of my friends that does it.
All right. I did that before I left for the Navy, and I did a little bit right when I came back.
Really?
Oh yeah, I was.
What's that big in that area? Because I think that's like
yes,
armor combat. It's like kind of like I don't know,
air gun, paint gun.
No. It's like wearing like knight armor and like swords. Oh. It's like extreme LARPing. It's very strange, dude.
No. LARPing. You should have led with LARPing. You know what's crazy? you know what's crazy is that I know so many things about different things, but you should have led with LARPing.
Yeah. But this is like, dude, they like hit each other. We're like, LARPed. No, they're not LARPers. It's called Armor Combat something. Armor Combat League, ACL.
Well, and so they're not anti-LARPing, so don't get sad.
Jesus Christ. All right. You're getting off the rails here. Let's get back on some sports, man.
Okay.
So the reason I want to get you on, man, is like you're a Steelers fan.
Oh yeah. I bleed black and yellow.
Now, how did that happen? You being from Oklahoma, you know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
so both my parents are from California. My mom's Southern California, my dad Northern California. My mom is the oldest of 7. My dad the youngest of 11. And my dad loved sports. He was huge into sports, but he got kind of pulled around. His parents got divorced, and he got pulled around, and he was following football. And in the 70s, that was when he was really, really into it. And so, who do you follow when you're watching football in the 70s? You follow Pittsburgh Steelers because it was, and so he fell in love. So I really didn't have a choice. It was kind of funny because in middle school, I was also an Atlanta Braves fan. Dad was an Atlanta Braves fan because he was a huge baseball fan as well.
You guys are just all over with your sports then, huh?
Well, hold on. He was an Atlanta fan because he was living in Oklahoma and he wanted a team he could follow. So he had two choices. He had the Atlanta Braves that were always played on TNT, and he had the Chicago Cubs who were played on TBS because the owners of the team owned the channel, and so they played all the games. So he became an Atlanta Braves fan. I played baseball from the time I was 5 years old to the time I was 17 years old, and I was a huge Atlanta Braves fan. Dale Murphy was my favorite player, but also I was a huge Deion Sanders fan. Even though in football, I was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. You remember starter jackets?
Oh yeah, of course you do.
Yeah. Starter jackets were the biggest, and so I had Pittsburgh Steelers shirts, hats, shoes. I had all the stuff. But when starter jackets came out, I got an Atlanta Falcons starter jacket because I was a huge Deion Sanders fan. My dad wanted to beat me. Anyway, the reason I'm a Steelers fan is because my father was, and my daughter is also a Steelers fan because I am. That's why I'm a Steelers fan, and I've been a Steelers fan since I've known what football is. So that's
crazy, man.
Yeah, I've gone through. To be honest, I started really caring about football around '92 when the Steelers weren't shit. And just kind of follow them from there. I loved Cordell Stewart. I loved the Slash. I loved. I think one of the things I love most about the Steelers is that we've had 3 coaches in 60 years. And no other team can say that. No other team.
They do back up their coach, man. If he's doing pretty good, they definitely get behind him.
Well,
they're not reactionary, quick to press the trigger like us here in the Northeast corridor. That's for sure. Shout out to Pittsburgh Bill, by the way. My good buddy from Pittsburgh. He's a huge Steelers fan. Watched our show all the time. Shout out to him. Hey, listen, you guys got Russ in there, and you got Justin Fields the back. You guys are going to have a good year.
There's talent. I mean, the possibilities.
And you signed Patrick Queen.
Here's the crazy thing about it. Every year, someone could talk to me about what the Steelers are doing during off season, during trade, during all this stuff, and I'd be like, yeah, I see what's going on. I see what's going on this year. I have no fucking clue. I have no idea.
I hear you, dude.
Yeah, I have no idea. Now, I was 100% backer of Kenny Pickett. I mean, I was like, yep, he's our next franchise. He's going to be the guy. I'm behind him all the way. And then when they picked up Russ and Kenny was like, no, I'm not going to fight for a starter position. That's not Steeler football. And we don't fuck around for a second. And this is how they showed that. They said, not only are we going to get rid of you, we're going to get rid of you for dog shit. We're literally going to get rid of you for dog shit. And it's because we're trying to prove a point. If you're going to play for the Steelers, this is what you have to do. You have to work, period.
Well, that's a great point. I'll be honest with you. I hope I don't have to see Kenny Pickett at all. The only snaps I want to see him take are in the fucking preseason or if we're blowing a team out by fucking 3 touchdowns with a minute to go. I don't want to see that guy take any fucking snaps here. Listen, God bless you, kid. I know you grew up in North Jersey. Somehow you're an Eagles fan. That's Giants country. But, hey, I'm glad you're an Eagles fan, so mad salute to him. I hope he does well. I hope he's a good backup, but I don't want to see him take snaps that mean anything.
Yeah. Okay. And to be honest with you, I think he could be a good quarterback. I really do.
He could be a good backup in this league. I think that's what he is. I think he's a backup.
I think he could have been more than that, but I think
I don't know. I think he couldn't beat out the guys in Pittsburgh.
Well, here's the thing: he never really tried.
Well, then I mean, yeah, but then I don't want that kind of attitude.
That's exactly right. I agree with you. I agree with you on that 100%. As far as Justin Fields and Russ goes, look, I've always been a fan of Russ. I don't know if you know this, but when I left to go to the Navy, I left Oklahoma. Everybody in Oklahoma was wearing crimson or orange. They were either OU fans or OSU fans. We're huge super sports fans. When I came back, everybody was wearing royal blue. We got our first professional team. We got the Thunder.
Real quick, can I ask you, are you Sooners or are you Cowboys?
Okay, so, and this is the 100% honest question, or honest answer. I'm a Big 12 fan. I'm a Big 12 fan, but if I had to decide prior to this year, I would have said the Sooners.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say it.
Well, here's the thing, though. I'm a wrestler, and I was also in band. And in Oklahoma, and you can poke fun all you want, I'm a drummer, a percussionist. In
nothing wrong with that. I just feel like Oklahoma's the big dog on the block out there. And not say Oklahoma State ain't, but I feel like the Sooners are the big dog out there.
Baseball and wrestling, don't fuck around. It's OSU.
Yeah.
Football, yeah, it's OU. I mean, OSU's won, I think, the second or the third most World Series in baseball.
They got a great baseball program. I just meant as far as, national attention college-wise. I know I watch a ton of college sports, man, and OU is up there with, Texas and, some of the big dogs in the game as far as getting coverage.
Yeah. And to be and it's closer to Tulsa, so I've been to more Sooner games.
It's funny you bring up the drumming thing. Yeah, like didn't you guys like play in Australia? Like you, Edith, and Chris when we pulled in there.
Chris, Jacob, and I.
It was so funny, dude. They had like a little area that they would practice on the ship.
It was Chris's workspace. We had my drum set. We had the amps.
So when we pulled in Perth, Australia, they lined up like a show at one of the bars or something like that, right?
We did it in
fucking
Australia.
Awesome.
We did it in Japan. Yeah. We played. I mean, and even in Korea, we didn't actually play for anybody, but we there was a couple of studios we went to, and I have some really cool pictures of the studio we went to. Yeah, we played music there. It was kind of serendipitous that Chris and Jacob and I met. Jacob had never played guitar before, but he wanted to hang out with Chris and I. So he did everything he could to learn how to play guitar.
Yeah, he was good, man. I know he didn't play before. That's wild.
He did well. Yeah, no, he just started when he first joined the Navy, and you'd see him in his shop just sitting there picking on the guitar. But I also played with those other cats, a couple from your birthing, the Pirates vs. Ninjas. Gary,
Zach,
and
that's right.
The mixed kid that got the stars on his ass.
What was the name of their band, real quick? What was that name again?
Okay, so the band that I played with two bands when I was in Japan on the ship. The ones that were kind of more his friends, and they like to do punk a lot, which is okay for me. Which is okay for me, but it's fast, and as a drummer, it's easy, and I didn't dig it that much. And that band's name was Pirates vs. Ninjas.
That is one of the greatest fucking band names I think I've heard in my life. Seriously. Yeah. How that wasn't either taken or made superstar famous. That is one of the fucking. I gotta get another beer.
Funny as hell, man.
My God. The other band name with Jacob and Chris was Sunday at Zero.
Right.
Sunday at Zero, and we came up with that name because we were like, we want our name to mean nothing at all. And we were like, what's the nothing? And we were like, when does the beginning of the week? When does the end of the week? And we were like, Sunday at Zero. That's the beginning of the week and the end of the week. So we went with Sunday at Zero. So I was in two bands when I was in the Navy. One Pirates vs. Ninjas. The other was Sunday at Zero.
both group were awesome guys. Like we hung out with them all the time, man.
Yeah,
fucking cool guys, man.
Deontay, was that his name?
I think Tommy, right? Tom or something like that.
No, it was a black name, even though he was white.
He was a great dude. I forget his name, though, man. Yeah.
He was a good lead singer.
Washington was his last name.
Washington was his last name. Yeah. But I think it was DeAndre or Deontay or something.
God, I don't think so. I think it was just Tom or something like that, man.
Nah,
those were the days, though. Those were the days. Let's get back to something.
Get back. So as far as Russ goes, I believe in him. I believe if he has, if he has the right. Here's the thing that I'm hurting about with the Steelers, and you can ask any Steelers fan across the border. They're going to say the same thing. We need a center, and we're not even talking about a center.
Who was your center last year?
Pouncey.
Oh, and he retired?
He retired.
Oh, well, listen, you mean, wait a minute. You mean your Hall of Fame center retired? Yeah. I know what you mean. We're going through the same thing. Jason Kelce, man, we're going to miss him here. Now, with that being said, I love Cam Jurgens. That kid's a fucking beast. He's a fucking road grader.
Yeah. No, I mean, he could do, I believe he could do great things. But at least you have an idea. We don't even have an idea. And
what do you think? Maybe in the draft?
Well, the mock draft. They're talking about offensive tackles. They're talking.
It's a deep class for tackles this year. It really is.
I know, but it's still not talking about a center. And centers are a different breed.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
And I don't care what anybody says. Games are won and lost by centers. They really are.
It's a great point, man. Dude, it's basically listen, they say quarterback. Yeah, I get it. Quarterback is the leader of the president of your offense. But centers are like your general, man. They're in there, they're calling the defense, they're letting the guy behind them know what the fuck defensive play is about to hit. All that within, and then still snapping the ball and slamming against probably the biggest guy on the other team, which is probably the nose guard. Right. I mean, center's a fucking maniac position, dude. That's a Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome position.
Ask Nolan Ryan if he would have been as great without his catchers. He had two catchers that he loved tremendously.
Great point.
He had two catchers that he loved tremendously, and it's your.
And that's what the center is.
That's what the center.
Yeah,
is.
That's a great point, dude.
It's going to be a little curious to see how good we are at the brotherly shove this year without Kelce.
Yeah, good point, DeeTer. I was thinking that too. That's a great point, man.
Where did that come from?
Yeah,
you know where I think it came from? Jordan Mailata, who came from a world-class rugby team in Australia. I think that's probably he probably got into practice and said, "Hey guys, watch this," and they did it. They're like, "Oh shit!
Yeah,
whoa, hold on, we can do this
every time." We'll get
dude. It's a 96% clip success rate. It's unheard of. It's unheard of in this league.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's digress for just a second. How do you guys feel about us going to the XFL kickoff rule?
I like it better than what it was. I do too. I like it better than what it was. I'll say this though. Right. Why not NFL? Why not just step back and say, "All right, guys, we're going to come clean. We messed up. We're just going back to the old kickoff rules. We're not going to make it all. I like it now better than it was with the XFL rules, but just go back to the way it used to be. Just let them play fucking football. Even the hip drop tackle. You can't tackle him. What the fuck, man? You can't tackle anybody now.
Let's not go there yet. We're gonna go one at a time.
Listen, I'm out of control. I go all over the place all over the time.
I'm right there with you. But let's go.
I feel last year, there was a lot of kicks in the end zone. There was a lot of
last year was terrible. It was garbage. There was no action. I love kick returns and punt returns. Right there. There was no exciting playing football.
So I think this is a pretty good idea.
I agree. It is a great idea. But my thing is, the original kickoff back in the day, 5 years ago, or 20 years ago, it worked great. Remember Mel Gray and Eric Metcalf and guys like that used to consistently return. Brian Mitchell, Brian Westbrook. It was a part of the game. You looked forward to it. I think they realized we took out one of the most exciting plays in football. Let's try to edge it back in.
Well, hold on, and I'll agree with that. But we also do have to start thinking about, guys coming back, murdering their wives, and not knowing what they're doing.
Oh,
no, hold on.
Listen,
Let me
I know.
finish.
I know.
Finish.
I got something.
We have to have that discussion. We have to have that discussion. And whether it's better protective gear, whether it's changing a few of the rules. Look, Lambert used to fucking clothesline people and rip people's face masks off.
And listen,
I know, and they had to make rules. You can't be murdering people. So
now, with this in place, do you think like there's going to be like less drop balls because there's not so much of a pressure?
No, I think it's going to be more of a pressure. They're 5 yards away. They're 5 yards away.
Well, I thought they can't go until the guy catches the ball or something like that, right?
That's the case.
They can't go until they catch the ball, but still, they're 5 yards away. They used to be 40 yards away. So if there are 10 guys 5 yards away from you, I mean, are you not going to be as nervous?
Here's my point to it. Whether we're talking about right now coming up this year with the new XFL rules or what it was 20 years ago and the rest of the history of the NFL would just let there be. Kick returns in any way, whether it be punt or kicks, are some of the most exciting plays that the game offers. And I think the league realized that. And we're like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Knocking the fucking kick returns out. And they're like, we got to figure a way to fix it. Should have just left it the fuck alone.
I don't know. I like the XFL rule. I do. I think it's going to be fun for us.
I do too. I
don't like.
What's wrong with the original?
The guys running 110 miles at each other.
But that's football, though. That's football, though.
No, look.
I know what you're saying, but that's football.
Bring Lambert back and clotheslining people and horse coloring people.
You know what I also want to see? I also want to see more fighting in hockey and more checking. Listen, this isn't the draft. Nobody's making these guys play the game. You're getting paid millions of dollars. You're getting paid millions of dollars for a job that you chose.
A fight isn't going to take you out of the league forever. Going 60 miles an hour at 200 pounds to another 200-pound person.
That's what football is, though. I mean, are we going to wussify America to the point where we're over there cradling each other and not yelling bad names either? I mean, come on. How sensitive does this world have to get, though?
We have to.
Are boxers no longer allowed to punch in the face? They can only do body shots.
No. Right? Don't. But are we going to allow them to knee in the face and kick in the groin?
Yes, in the UFC they do, and it's what you sign up for, though. I don't think people working on telephone lines want to fall to the ground, but it happens.
Let's move on to the tackle and the hip tackling.
Bullshit.
I think that's ridiculous.
You're going to get more guys hurt banning this fucking tackle because they're going to hold up and not know how to natural motion.
Stuttering, I mean, it's going to throw them off balance. It's going to fuck people up.
It's getting to the point now. Listen, should we just make it flag football at this point and then make a whole other league and say, hey, remember the old football? We'll give you that in this league, and here's flag football. For all you guys that are worried about injuries. I'm worried about injuries in everyday life. It happens. That's the fucking life. That's what it is. And you joined a sport that's a contact sport. This ain't tennis.
That's it. If you're joining a contact sport, you have to be able to deal with it, man. I mean, like that's
if you don't listen, if you don't want to get hit hard at a high, you're talking about coming down 60 miles. If you don't want to get hit hard, get an office job. Don't sign up for the NFL. Play tennis.
Play baseball.
Don't sign up. Listen,
the NFL players are right there with you. They're saying
we're a barbaric society, whether we want to face it or not. The truth is, we are. So at least let it be what it is.
We always talk about, hey, China has 1 billion people. Could they ever overtake us? No, they couldn't get close.
Because we're tough and we allow tackling.
Yeah. No, I agree with it. But I'll tell you this: Australian rules football. And
God! You know who don't ever fuck with Australians? Like in a bar, anybody in the world, nobody fucks with Australians because they play that tough ass kind of shit over there.
No, and look, I'm agreeing with you, and so is Turk on the hit tackle rule. And what I guess I was trying to say is that even the NFL is agreeing with you. is they're making fun of it. They're poking fun. If you hear any of the interviews, they're like, just give me a fucking flag. Tell me when I'm playing. Tell me to take my pads off. I can run faster. I can be better.
I think they're going to throw it out in preseason. There's no way it's going to last.
But
it's going to get tossed.
Here's the point I'm trying to make. You guys remember when Jesse James caught the pass in the end zone against New England in the championship game, Pittsburgh, New England. Jesse James caught the pass in the end zone. It hit the end zone, and the ball fell out, and they called a fumble, rule of the ground. And then the next year they changed that rule. Last year,
the Tom Brady tuck rule, same thing.
There you go. Last year, Kansas City won against Buffalo, which was huge bullshit because they called a hip tackle penalty, and now it's actually become a rule.
That's why they need to get rid of this fucking shit.
Yeah,
because it's it's Mickey Mouse bullshit, man. It is. I'm sorry, but it is. It's some Mickey Mouse bullshit. Listen, I know I don't ever want to see anybody get hurt in any walk of life, in any job, but this job that this person signed up for said, I like doing this job, and they pay me really well. There's a chance because it's a contact sport, I might get hurt. That's any job, any union job.
Everybody
let them be the Warriors. You know, let's not let if they don't want to get hit and you don't want injuries, play tennis.
One of the greatest hits in football ever. It was Steve Largent. Steve Largent, when he was playing for Washington, he was a wide receiver.
I know Steve Largent very well. He's one of the best white wide receivers of all time, if not the best.
And he was the governor of Oklahoma, just so you know, at one time.
I'm a huge fan. Shout out.
So anyway, he was coming back with the ball, and he got smashed, knocked out, clean unconscious. Later that season, they played again. That same corner that smashed him intercepted the ball. Steve came out of nowhere and literally put him into a concussion.
The sweet karma of football. That's why I love it.
Right.
Let them hit. That's life. Steve on the playground, every once in a while, somebody's going to come up to you and you're going to stand up here, and that's just what it is.
Steve said that, yeah, I had, blah, 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 many touchdowns. He said, blah, 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 I had this many yards. Blah, blah, I won this many games. My greatest moment in football was when I got to hit him back. And I mean, That's awesome. He put him in the ground. I mean, he put him in the ground. Look it up. Look it up.
Oh, I believe. Because that's the way the NFL used to be. You know what? And they're like, "Oh, it's a man sport." It is. It's a tough fucking sport. It's for tough guys. I don't want to see fucking not tough people playing. No offense to anybody. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but listen, football is football like boxing. When I watch it, I want to see somebody get fucking rocked. Honestly, that's why I'm watching.
This is what I think the NFL is doing. I think they're thinking that they can get more viewers if they have higher scoring games, higher offensive games.
It's a dangerous game they're playing.
I agree. 100%.
No, I'm saying the NFL. It's a dangerous game they're playing by trying to make it. Yeah. You see how
because like the NHL defense. People who watch the NFL like defense. They like big hits.
What are they doing now? What are they trying to do? They're trying to phase out defense and make it a high flying. Listen, I like offense too, but same like hockey. I want to see hockey. I want to see people hit. I want to see people fight. But
defense.
I don't need to see 19 goals. I don't want European hockey, and I don't want European football.
Defense is like the most shit talking. You know what I mean? That linebacker that ends just talking to I'm going to get through you. I'm going to fucking do whatever. Like Brandon Graham of the Eagles. He is one of the best shit talkers, dude. And that's what defense is. What's up?
I want to ask you, when we were growing up, when we were kids back in the 90s, how many steps could you take in basketball before it was traveling?
I think it was 2, right?
It was 2. How many can they take now? Like 28. It's ridiculous.
Travel is never called, man. I never see traveling called.
Right. And it's
very weird.
They like these big, giant dunk plays. Yeah. They like these And that's what the NBA did. They started letting the rules go in order to.
I agree. The NBA is a fucking joke.
Well, I wouldn't call it a joke because I love the Thunder. And by the way, these kids
listen. By the way, you guys got one of the best young teams in the league. That young three down there. Listen, you guys are only just beginning. That's a great team. And the only reason I say it, I'm so pissed right now, is I grew up. I watch every Sixers game. I watch a ton of NBA, and I have for the last 35 years. I miss '90s basketball. Everything is so fucking touch. You can't. Everything's a foul. You know, they want every score to be 145 to 135.
Well, here's what's kind of awesome is Harden. He was an Oklahoma Thunder player, and he started doing the soccer thing. He started taking dives. He started flopping. So then they started calling the flopping foul, which I dug. They jumped right on it. They were like, "Nah, you can't be a bitch." But what I am upset about is that they're allowing this travel thing going on now, and it's because it allows for high. It's been allowing.
They call it the Euro step now. They're like, "Oh, that was the Euro step." It's like, no, asshole, that's called traveling.
It's called traveling.
You know,
and they're allowing it to happen because it allows for higher scoring games. I think that's what the NFL
that's what I was
trying.
just saying.
Yep. So, but and you know, the thing is that does the NFL actually need more viewers? Do they need more money? Aren't they
They're coming up with stuff left and right, man.
They are the cash cow. They are the symbolism of greed by the higher ups, and I don't mean that by the players. I don't, because they don't get paid enough.
In-season tournament that they had this year, that was ridiculous.
I'm talking about these fat cat owners, this old boys network. I mean, fuck them, dude.
I don't even think it's the owners. I think it's the actual NFL. Yeah, no, I agree. And hold on, can and this may be something we talked about on another show, but here's something I want to talk about. How do you guys feel about? I've always thought that college players deserved just a little bit more than a full scholarship. They deserved a little bit of income,
and they're finally getting it.
No, hold on, and especially if they got hurt. If you were a scholarship player or a player for a college team and you got hurt, they took your scholarship away and you were done. You didn't even
it's a scumbag process.
It was a scumbag. It was. But now they're able to start paying college players, which I'm not 100% opposed to. But they're doing it like they're doing the NFL or professional leagues. Yeah. I mean, if you're an all-star player, then you get a shit ton of money. If you're just a regular player, then you get nothing.
As it should be.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's a little much.
Hold on.
I think it's a little much.
One at a time.
Because like
Turk,
a scholarship is awarded for an athlete that is like coming to play sports. So you're getting a free ride for a college scholarship. I mean, that's like a degree to walk out of this college. You know, you have your degree that was paid for playing this sport. And yes, I do believe like, you know, maybe your top stars should get a little bit more extra money. And like you said, if they get injured, I mean, you're screwed. If you get injured at college, you're not going to be able to play in the NBA or whatever. So I think there should be somewhat incentive. But right now, like you said, it's just like the pros. Like people are leaving this college, going to that college. I wouldn't want to be a college coach right now. That'd be a fucking awful job.
And DeeTer, hold on. I just want to jump in. I'm going to say that's a great point you make, and I agree. But here's my thing, though. Isn't it the same with coaching and same with players? Because we expect players to do it all the time. Isn't it about adjusting to what's being presented? Hey, right. You college coaches had a nice cushy job, but listen, this is what it is now, and these kids make more money for these schools than fucking any of their other students. These 12 people out of the 200,000 kids in your school make more money for your school than all them put together. So yes, they should be compensated. Listen, if I was a great fucking plumber or a welder and they were like, yeah, you're only 18, but man, you're better than anybody else. But I don't want to up your salary. Why? You're making money for that company.
Wait. I got a good point on that one, though. You still have to go through your apprenticeship. You still have to go through apprenticeship, man.
What I'm saying is these players are what make – listen, Duke University is a nice place, but do you think Duke University is what it is now because of the players that made you that? Where you're the Grant Hills and the Jason Tatums. I mean, or was it? And no offense to Stanley Joe that is going to school for environmental science. Not against them. I'm just saying, but they made more money for them.
Bullshit. No.
No, it's not bullshit. None of it's bullshit.
Hold on. Let me speak on that. Duke does make
whatever
more money.
Duke. I'm just using any example. Do you think Eddie George and them guys helped Ohio State?
Absolutely.
You think Mike Rozier and all those guys and Aaron Pryor helped Nebraska?
Look. I agree with what you're saying. But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying there should be a level, and
it needs to kind of level out a little bit.
And this is what I'm saying. So if you're at
would
USC,
you want to level your job if you're really good at 19 as opposed to the 45-year-old ahead of you and they're about to hire you? Would you want to level put on yours?
Well, you could just go to the draft. You could go to the draft after high school now. I mean, it's not like you have to go
to college too. They're earning this college more money than anybody else in their school.
You're not listening. Let me finish.
I'm always listening.
Hold on.
I'm always. I hear everything.
You're getting a free scholarship, a free ride to the college.
That's not what I'm saying.
Right. And guess what? That scholarship, for whatever you might say it is, whatever that player's bringing is 19 times more than that scholarship's worth. Are you kidding me? You want to make these fat white cats in the front offices the ones that should be credited? No, they're not doing anything. Let the guys that earn money for the school earn that reputation and that paycheck.
I agree with that. But that's not what I was arguing. Give me just a second. What I was saying, though, is I think it should be level. Every collegiate player that comes on, every collegiate player has at least one thing. They have health benefits until they're healthy. If they get injured, then they get it. All right. Now, if you're at USC, there's a higher cost of living. So not only do you get a scholarship to pay for your books, to pay for your food, to pay for all that stuff, you also get to pay. You get a certain amount of money to pay for going for per diem. Okay, right. It'll be a little bit more than if you go to Alabama. Okay, because living in Southern California.
All I know is these kids make a ton of money for these fat white guys in suits that do nothing. But these guys on the field do. You know why you have these advertisements and these commercials? Because of these kids on the field. Because of the kids on the field, not these fat white cats in the front office.
Let me ask you this.
I always thought it was kind of weird with like college football games, like for Nintendo or Sega.
With $17 million at 17 years old, what would you have done? With $17 million, would you?
What's that got to do with the price tags in China? The fact is, these kids are the ones that make the most money. They are. No matter how you cut it, these kids make the most money for these schools. That's it. That's the bottom line. No matter what research you do, trust me, my research is correct. These kids make more money for these colleges than anything else these colleges do.
I do believe
didn't make North Carolina.
God damn it, dude. I do believe that the players should get more money. I always thought it was kind of strange, like college football games always just had the number. They never had the name on the back of the jersey. You know what I mean? Like they never had the name on the back of the jersey, so you couldn't really sell your jersey to make money off of.
Great point,
I really think
great point, Dieter.
They should get
points, sir.
If you can get sponsorship, that's on you. You get that and you get that money. But what I'm saying is if you made $17 million at 17 years old, sure, you earned it. Fantastic. Get it, take it. That's fantastic. But I promise you this, there are going to be a lot less LeBron James out in the world.
But but no, hold on. That's fine. And LeBron, but that's a whole separate category.
No, it's not.
But yes, it is. Listen, Listen, that's LeBron James is a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, a generational talent that just naturally is going to come around every once in a while. Paying these kids and supplementing them for the money they bring in their school has nothing to do with being LeBron James or Kobe or Michael. It's about paying these kids for taking care of your school.
You said supplement, but that's not millions of dollars. That's
my brother was just in the Duke area for my nephew.
That they get millions of dollars. I think they should. Hey, listen. This 5-team on Duke generated $213 million for your school in this season, right? And you're mad if they're going to make $5 million?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the problem with this. The whole matrix is broken.
It goes to the school.
Who's the school? A bunch of fat old white guys, 67, doing nothing, no face, no name. But these young kids are making millions of dollars for your school. But you want to pay these guys? That's the problem. They got you hypnotized. You're watching.
Or the 14,000 kids that graduate every 5 years.
Listen, but how much money are these kids generating for the school? Take care of these kids, man. They generate so much money for the school, which generates money for everybody else that is associated with.
I'm right behind you. The kids deserve income. They don't.
These fat white cats don't deserve it. Don't send the money up to.
All I'm saying is, like, dude, there's got to be some kind of like. There has to be some kind of regulation.
Wait a minute. Why? My question is, why the regulation, DeeTer? Would you feel better if somebody cut this kid off for making 25% less than someone's going to give him? Dude, Listen, if I'm a great fucking breakdancer,
I'm okay with the sponsors. I'm okay with the sponsorship. Right. I'm okay with the guy getting money for his jersey.
Are you? Okay with it? Are you?
Right.
But you don't sound like you're okay with it. You want to put a cap on it.
It's ruining the game. It's ruining the game. That's why I feel like this whole Porter thing, like the teams, like I could play here this 1 year and play there 1 year. I feel like it's really.
But why does that? But you don't even watch them games, DeeTer. Neither do I. Who the fuck cares? Let these kids go make a living.
Well, you're taking apart. You're taking a part of a tradition. You know what I mean?
So that's what it is. The fat
you're not going to have the guys that's going to break records.
Okay.
You're not going to have a guy that's going to break records.
Because the tradition of Middle Tennessee State has anything to do with you give a shit for. And that goes for any school. What tradition do you give a fuck about?
Well, look at our running back. Look at our running back.
What tradition do I give a fuck about? I don't care. Nobody cares.
Look at Barkley. Barkley broke pretty much every.
Kids go make some money, man. They're working hard.
Broke every record at Penn State.
One question.
Barkley broke every record at Penn State for a running back, pretty much. One
question.
That's not really going to happen again. You know what I mean? That's not.
Then pay the kid. He deserves it. If he broke the running back's rushing touchdown, pay him 3 times what the guy behind him makes because he earned it.
Yeah. I agree with my brother there, dude. The portals ruined it, man.
This is an old argument.
One question.
It's 2024, guys. It's not 1964 anymore. Come on. Wake up, guys. Wake up.
Can I ask this one question?
Can I finish?
Why are we not talking about what the professors make?
Who the fuck are the professors?
There you go.
Are these the guys on the Gilligan's Island?
Why do you care what these people are teaching the young men that you're talking about?
Who are we talking about?
The professors, the teachers.
Where?
At all the colleges.
I know, but what are we talking about? Maybe the marijuana's kicked in. What professors are we talking about? I thought we were talking about sports.
But yeah, they're not bringing in the money to the college, man. You know what I mean? Do you go to a college and be like,
hold on.
Nobody does. It's a lie. It's a myth.
Now
I'm going to go to this college because of this professor.
Now I'm a little upset.
Professor and Marianne are the only ones I've ever known in my life. That's it.
Now I'm a little upset because
you are not just now upset. You've been upset for a while.
Yeah. No. Just now.
No, I'm following you, man.
You've been upset, man. You're talking about college football, but you're not actually talking about college. That's weird.
What do you mean? That's what I'm saying. These kids that make all this money. Yeah, listen, these kids that make all this money for these schools should be paid for it.
but they're going.
That's the only. Listen, the simple point I'm making is the kids that make all the money for the school should get paid for it.
Then no, they're not. They're going to school to learn.
That's fine. Why can you not do both? Why is that a penalty?
So why are you not
That's
paying
old
the
school mentality. That's
teaching?
the mentality of the past generation. And listen, they're going away.
The teachers?
These days are gone.
So
why,
college
you
doesn't
can
even
get an
matter.
education to still get paid. There's no. It's not a
why
law.
are they even going to college?
Oh my God, dude!
You can do both. You can do both.
College at all.
You can do both.
They don't even know. They don't even need college. College.
You guys watch baseball?
Saying that you can do both.
Notre Dame and OU and all these
you can do
college.
both.
Alabama, they're not even colleges. They're just leeways into
so what's wrong with that? It's an apprenticeship program. It's like, what if he was a welder? What if these guys were welders listen,
it's a
they're
college.
going there for their craft and they mastered their craft and made their school a lot of money along the way.
How many of
so it was opening day at baseball. What you guys think of that?
That was fantastic.
That was horrible.
I love the Dodgers. I love the Dodgers loss. Our win. No, wait, hold on. No,
now
anyway.
we can
follow the Royals
to the Dodgers. Now, how do you feel about that Ohtani thing? Do you think like
what was going on with that?
Do you think he was doing the betting, or do you think the translator was doing the betting? Because I feel like, dude, that seems $4 million, dude. You would notice that leaving your bank account, right?
Not if you got $150 million bonus. And that didn't even count towards your contract.
I think you both make great points. I could argue either side of those. I mean, that's a great point on both sides. Seriously. And not only
that
I don't know. And you're right. Both of you are right on that.
His contract and what he's getting paid to play baseball is nothing. In Japan, he's worth billions. His sponsorships.
He's worth billions here just on his name product, man. That dude's a Babe Ruth of our time.
He's bigger than Messi. He's bigger than Beckham. He's bigger. That guy has more money than fucking Midas. That guy doesn't care.
Baseball is huge over Japan, dude. It's like one of their
Well, and that's why I think that contract he signed with the Dodgers, he deferred that whole contract over like a 20, 30-year span. So in reality, they're paying him like $5 million a year, and which was genius on his agent's part and the team's part. But that also lends to the fact that, I think he's like, I love gambling. I want to keep getting paid for 30 years because I know I'm gonna fucking gamble my shit away. So I'm seeing both sides of that.
There's no way it was a translator. No way, man.
He's not making $5 million.
No, it wasn't the translator.
Close to $40 million a year on his contract. And here's the thing: I back Pete Rose. Bet all you want. As long as you're still producing, they can't talk shit. Yeah,
well, I think the big thing with Pete Rose was
still the best.
Was he betting against his team when he was the manager and then making moves that maybe could have caused the team to lose? I think that's what happened with Pete Rose.
No, he got canceled as a player, not as a manager.
Oh no, he was a manager. Yes, he was a manager, and that's when Bartlett Giamatti banned him for life because he was like, you know what, you're lying, you're betting against your team, and you're winning your money on it. That was the big thing with Pete Rose. That's why he got the lifetime ban. Like if Shohei Ohtani gets caught just betting way too much, fine, that's one thing. Now if he gets caught betting against his team that he's playing for, then right. Because now you're affecting the outcome. That's we like to call it fraud.
Yeah,
I don't think you can bet all you want as long as you're not betting against your own team.
And I think that's what the investigation really is mostly about. That's what got Pete. Like if Pete would have just bet on like football, everything would have been fine. But then they were like, "Oh, he's not just betting on football; he's betting on football and basketball." And look at this, he's betting on baseball. Oh shit, he's betting on his own team. Oh shit, here's a trend here with the numbers. He's betting his own team on the night they had losses. So I think that's what kind of fucked Pete. I'm not saying he did bet against his own team and then manage them to a loss, but I don't know. I think that was Bartlett Giamatti's case against them.
You and DeeTer are Philly fans. I was a huge Del Murphy fan growing up, and I hated seeing him go to Philadelphia with Lenny Dykstra. Although I did like Lenny Dykstra as a player. Dr. Dirt and Mr. Clean is what they called him.
You want to talk about guys that were not only juicing, but also probably betting and doing everything else. Lenny Dykstra was the fucking that dude. He was like the dude in high school, like, yo, if you want to get fucked up and have a crazy party night, hang out with this dude. That was Lenny Dykstra.
Yeah, he was Dr. Dirt. They called him that for a reason.
Yeah, the nails, dude.
Yeah. So I hated when Dell had to go play with him because he was Mr. Clean. He was the nicest guy. He was and I wore number 3 for the 9 years I played baseball because of Dell Murphy. I was a huge Braves fan. And then when he went to Philly, it fucking killed me, man. But I do like I like your mascot. You know, he's cool.
No. Are you still a Braves fan? Do you still rock the Braves? Yeah.
I am still a Braves fan when it comes to baseball, yeah.
Yeah, you guys fucking beat us today, dude. That game today was fucking bad, dude. I can't fucking believe that.
Every baseball game I've watched so far since opening day, which has only been since yesterday, has been fucking horrible. They are playing shitty, dropping balls, dropping bats, dropping helmets. I saw a dude trip over his own shoe the other day, and it's like, you're a professional athlete? Come on, man. You know? They're playing. But I'll tell you this much: if I have to play 9 months out of the year and fucking 100 bazillion games, I'm like, all right, these first 2 months, who cares?
Yeah, really, who gives a shit, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be a long road. Yeah, when it comes to friggin' October, we got a long ways to go. I'm going to a Philadelphia soccer game tomorrow. The Union. It's a pretty good stadium. Nice stadium. I'm not big on soccer, but I'm trying to get into it.
You have to yell all game at the soccer game.
Yeah.
You have to yell. Yeah, you have to yell.
They have like drums going. They have like all sorts of shit, man. It's they have like their own fan club in the one side. It's called Sons of Ben.
Doop or whatever.
Yeah, doop. They always have drums going. It's loud as fuck. But it is good time.
Shut the fuck up. But
they don't. I will say, yeah. But they do got good beer there. They got like a couple breweries and such like that at the stadium.
That's cool, man. Cool. I tell you, we're going to come to the East Coast for our honeymoon. I think we're hitting up Maine. But, you know, to be honest with you, I've been to Pittsburgh.
Hit Bissell Brothers Brewing when you're in Maine.
Say it again.
Bissell Brothers Brewing when you're in Maine. They make a lot of really good beers, and also Maine Beer Company. 2 great fucking breweries you won't be disappointed in.
All right, I'll check them out, and I'll get together with you guys before. And to be honest with you, I've never been to Philly. I've been to Pittsburgh a couple of times. I worked in Pennsylvania. Never been to Philly. Makes me a little sad.
Come to fucking Jersey. We're right next to Philly and hang out. Me and DeeTer and like Al's and the Crow. Dude, we'll go out and get fucked up and just be like, oh, these Jersey cats are fucking nuts, but it'll be a great time. Remember forever.
If I do that, 100%. If I do that, you got to come to Tulsa and understand how Midwestern.
I do want to go to Tulsa. Yeah,
man. Matt, I would treat you like a king out here, brother. Yeah. You have a good time.
My buddy Brandon, I was talking to you about. He came to Jersey. Yeah, and he did his whole armor combat thing at like some fucking arena around here.
You can call it LARPing.
It wasn't LARPing. It was, dude, look at it. It's called ACL. It's like sparks flying off of armor and shit. Dude's getting concussions.
Those motherfuckers are crazy.
It was fucking crazy, dude. There was an ambulance taking out like 2 of the guys because he got fucking concussed. It's fucking nuts, dude. It's like UFC with fucking
listen, armor. They're crazy, that motherfuckers. I didn't mess with them cats.
So
Brandon's a bad motherfucker. Even without armor, that guy fights. That guy can fight.
Yeah, he's a pretty big dude.
Well, I mean, he can fight. I mean, we did some stuff. He can fight. That guy can fight. But no. I'll come down. I definitely want to spend some time in Philadelphia.
But Maine's beautiful, man. A lot of good seafood, good beer, and such. Massachusetts, man. If you ever get a chance to go to Massachusetts, I fucking love it there, man.
She's from New York. My fiance is from New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Brooklyn and Brooklyn and one of the other big boroughs.
I've been to Brooklyn a good amount. There's a brewery called Other Half that's there, and I've gone up there and got beer for a few times. Waited in line like an hour to get beer, but yeah.
I've been a lot of places in my life. I've never been in New York City or Philadelphia, but
you're not missing much in Philadelphia.
Well, to be honest with you, I gotta go there, dude.
Don't even go because I don't even know what's going on up there anymore, dude. I bring a fucking shield like the SWAT team.
Yeah. It's a wild west up here.
It is, dude. I don't even like to go to Philly, and I only live 20 minutes outside of it. I don't go anywhere near that joint.
I want to go to the city of brotherly love and go right. How did you guys get that nickname, you cocksuckers?
It doesn't make no damn sense now, man.
The East Coast before Rhode Island.
Holy shit, man!
So
fucking brutal.
I want you to know this is how everybody else in the country thinks of you guys. It's the only NFL stadium.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't back us into a corner like listen, dude. You guys are from Oklahoma. You got a fucking basketball team.
I'm not.
You guys got nothing on Philly. Don't down Philly.
But
Philly does it the right way.
And I'm not downing you. I'm literally telling you I want to go there. But I am going to say this is what we know about you is you're the only NFL stadium with your own courthouse and your own jail cells.
That was the vet. That wasn't even the fucking link. That was fucking 25 years ago.
We're having WrestleMania. WrestleMania at the Lincoln.
Judge anymore.
I'm going to WrestleMania next weekend. WrestleMania.
Excuses. Yeah, that was us. I mean, it is us, but it's us. But no, it's not us.
No, that's a vet. That was a pass. This year we're having WrestleMania there, and then we're having World Cup soccer in 2025. Like Philadelphia is getting to be like the mecca of sports, man.
No,
you just
that's what
just
I'm
don't go out in the city because you get
the
shot.
Was going fucking almost 30 years ago. That represents nothing to do with Philly anymore.
So you don't have a jail cell in your
no, definitely not.
Not no more.
I want to find out.
No, I'll tell you right now. You don't need to find out. There's not. Trust me. That was in the vet. And the judge's name was Seamus McCaffrey, and he ain't there no more. And there ain't no courthouse anymore.
Seamus, that makes sense.
Geez, you guys are from Oklahoma.
Oh my god, dude.
What you guys do is bomb buildings.
Give it up with the Oklahoma thing, man. Yeah, I'm from here, but I've lived everywhere.
Yeah, but
Chicago,
you guys,
Dallas, Los Angeles.
Yeah, but you got to work it out.
Work it out. How do you like them apples? Come down.
Yeah, there you go. That's like them apples comment.
Well, we're at an hour and a half. I didn't think we would get to an hour and a half on the show today, but
I love this.
Thank you so much, Justin.
I did too.
I love
it. You gotta be on more, dude. It's a fucking. So
good.
You gotta be back on, kid.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it so much, man.
44, no kid. There's a lot of things I'm okay with. Kid thing bothers me. My apologies.
You are 44 with no kids?
No. I have kids, but I'm 44, so I don't like the kid thing. But you can call me Blue or short guy. Not kid.
Dude! Listen, it's just the way I speak.
I get it.
It's just you relax, cause I'll call you. I'll call you kid again, just because I know you don't like it.
Oh my god, dude!
And I'll appreciate it, and I'll give you shit back. But I was just pointing out.
Good. I listen. A good fight is a good argument. Is a good team.
I'm 5'5", and so when people call me kid, I start breaking.
All right, just relax, dude.
I never treated you like a little guy. You're always on my level.
You're 5'5". I'm talking
about
the fucking camera. You're the only one breaking this
I love you.
I had no idea. I thought you were like 6'4".
I am. I am not 6'4". So anyway, no, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it would be funny.
Well, I say kid. I say kid a lot because just the way I speak. I say kid. I say cat.
It's a term of endearment, man.
Yeah, it was never. I didn't even know how tall you were anyway. So
it's okay, boy. I get it.
Okay.
See.
I'm just saying you're just doing that like in retaliation.
But it's still
I don't
funny.
mind.
He
Listen,
laughed.
I'm
He
totally
laughed.
secure. You can call me anything you like. I'll
How about
sleep
this?
through the night and I'll have a
How
good
about I
time.
call you? How about I call you friend? Because honestly,
Exactly. And that's the
honestly-
way we all talk to each other.
On that note, how about we call it a show? All right, guys. Thank
Great
you
time, man.
so much.
Great
awesome
show, guys.
Time. Come back, Justin. Ricky,
I
always
definitely will.
fucking awesome time, man. See you guys.